Welcome to Secure Management Faculties, where your mind is key before you unlock what is seen. Secure Agent Dreyfuse here. Today we'll be reviewing a weapons cleaning kit, or going through a weapons cleaning kit, rather. The weapons cleaning kit is usually by standard, housing approximately 10 items that you would need, or I would say suggestively need, in order to have operable compliance with cleaning a good weapon and keeping it maintained. Those items will include that we're going to be going over will consist of a cleaning kit itself and the items that are housed in this capacity, the cleaning brush, um, the cleaning rod, the bore mop, the bore brush, the jag, the lubricant, the solvent, the patches, and the microfiber cloth if you have any. Now, the kit that I have is considered to be a universal firearms cleaning kit. To me, it's a standard kit, but it's definitely better than the last one I previously had, which had about a 4 item capacity limit. So let's jump right into the cleaning kit. All right, so we're going to open this up real fast. And we're going to acknowledge those items inside as soon as we get this open. Okay. All right. All right, so first we're going to touch bases into the cleaning rod. The cleaning rod is basically an extension. And with that extension, we're just going to be grabbing whatever extending item that houses on the tip of this cleaning rod to make the point valid. So, item of interest, the barrel. This is a 9mm barrel, and we have the cleaning rod. So, as we make our decision, we're going to be grabbing out of the 3 items that we discussed. It's going to be either a bore brush, a bore mop, and a jag. So with these items, we're going to pretty much go through the motions with them. We're going to grab an extension piece, and that extender piece is going to go right on the tip end of the cleaning rod. Right? And so I'm going to use a different bore mop here, one that's effectively sizable to what I need and require. This one should do, right? Okay, this one gets the point. Let's go back to the longer one. That does not fit appropriately. I think I have a better extending. Okay, let's make sure that's tight and ready, or tight enough for the purpose of discussion. All right, so as you can see, the bore mop is attached on the extender rod. Obviously, you're going to use this to grip, and you're going to take the actual point of interest, which is the bore of this barrel, and you're going to insert this bore mop in, and you're going to go all the way down, all the way to the opposite side, exiting out of this muzzle, and cleaning in that fashion. Now, in particular, the bore mop itself is effectively used after you start using the bore brush, because the bore brush itself is effectively used to scrub, obviously, the grime and dirt out of your barrel. With that said, as you're making your selections, you want to make sure you select the right one, obviously with the right size, in relationship to your barrel. Not going to screw that all the way entirely, because this process will be the same. You're going to use that to scrub, and then once you start using that to scrub, you're going to basically clean up right behind the residue that's left over from the scrub with the bore mop. Then you're going to get into the the jag portion. Now, there's no need to continually to use this because we know what it does. Let's hop into that jag real quick. So the jag is unique, or could I say it's similar. It's pretty much just like the board mop, just without having an integrated fabric on the tip of the item extension. With that said, you're going to take some sort of microfiber cloth. I'm going to use one I used before. And you're going to take the microfiber cloth, particularly one of the four corners of the cloth. Correction, this is a patch. You're going to take one of the four corners of the patch, and then you're going to insert that inside the port, and then pretty much you're going to run this down the barrel again. This effectively comes in handy when you're trying to run it down the bore, or the barrel, if you will. As you can see, obviously I would want this to probably be a little bit more smaller, but the whole point is you can see it goes down and goes all the way out, and it cleans and it gets that extra residue. And then when you get that residue off, you will get the same appearance that you have on this, which you can see the black spots from cleaning. So that's what will come out of that barrel once you're done cleaning it. With that said, you're going to be using those three items in relationship to your barrel, and you're going to be cleaning it with lubricant and solvent, and we're going to jump into that. The solvent that I use is Hopper's 9. You can use whatever solvent brand that you choose necessary, whatever works. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to be using this. This is like the soap for the firearm. Like you have the soap for your body, this is like the soap for the firearm. You use this to scrub, to loosen up that grime, and then it gets it all ready to go for you to use your bore mop or patch in order to clean it up. This is my lubricant bottle I keep on the left side. Obviously, I'm low on lubricant, but this is for the mechanical pieces of the firearm on a slide that you can use in particular. So if I take this slide of this SR9 Ruger, and let's say, for instance, for example, I want to lubricate certain portions of it as I'm about to clean it or whatever, whatnot. Or should I say after I clean it, because after we're done with the solvent portions, then I usually start the lubricant process. Then we can get ready and set to wipe it down for a smooth finish, if you will. All right, now that we jumped into that, let's jump into the cleaning brush. The cleaning brush, in particular, in this kit, has three major cleaning brushes. The highest grade density cleaning brush I keep in my bag because it's very resistant to leaving stuff behind inside the actual slide or the frame, if you will. This is a medium grade density because it's not as hard as obviously the higher grade density brush that I have that I carry, and this is the lowest density grade on the right hand side. The bristles are completely soft and comparable to a standard toothbrush, if you will. But they're useful in their own right when you have particular areas where you need to clean a gun. Particularly, you won't be able to get specifically inside the weapon as thorough as you would be able to do, let's say, like the actual bore brush, because it's specifically made for the barrel of the gun. But it will definitely do some damage real good exteriorly, cleaning the face of the slide, if you will, in clear fashion. An example, the face of the slide, if you will, to get it into good preparation for not only presentation purposes, but functional purposes as far as the outside. If you start talking about things like the sight and having sight rust and things like that, that definitely would clear that up with a good fashion. So, we pretty much discussed everything that I consider to be important here. There's really nothing more to discuss, because the presentation was really ran through as quickly as possible, easily explained. You have your cloths, you have your mops, you have your bore brushes and things of this nature. You've seen the solvent, you've seen the lubricant. There's really nothing too much to talk about. But I do want to acknowledge the microfiber cloth. I don't have a microfiber cloth, but for instance, I would use one of my used patches, if you will. Let's take that same one we had. So for instance, example, let's pretend this is a microfiber cloth, similar to the microfiber cloths that you get when you get a brand new cellular device, cell phone, smartphone, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, you use that little cloth to clean your screen. It's high in quality. So for instance, after everything's finished, after I'm done doing the patches or whatever, whatnot, what's going to happen is I'm going to use this in order to smooth finish the firearm. After I've done the lubrication, after I've done the patchwork, I'm just going to get the extra dust, extra grind, and extra things off my weapon that I need to make it look presentable and give it that final fine touch and finish. But, okay, secure management faculties. When your mind is key before you unlock what is seen. I appreciate any attendance that I got for this vlog video. Thank you. Attendance appreciated once again. I'll see you on the next upload.